A huge thank you to the amazing sponsors of the 2026 Birding on Bolivar series, Beachy Beatnik Boutique, Priest Insurance Agency, and the Houston Audubon Society. Thank you for your support of Birding on Bolivar 2026.
Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and welcome to Birding on Bolivar 2026. Well, this is our first show, and I'm here at the field office for the Houston Audubon Society here in High Island. But first, I want to say thank you to the following sponsors. This year, instead of one sponsor, we split it up into three. And so I want to say thank you to each one of these sponsors for being a big part of being able to do this 10, 12, 13 show series here on Bolivar Peninsula. Once again, Beachy Beatnik is back. Whenever I talked to Lynn, he said, we're in again, count us in, tell me where to send the check. And so thank you to Beachy Beatnik Boutique. Dan Priest, Priest Insurance Agency. You know, Dan, we do a lot of shows talking about insurance here on the Upper Texas coast. And last year he made a comment to me. So I called him back this year and he said, man, we're in. We really like the shows up close to the birds. And so count us in. And then once again, Houston Audubon Society. Not only have they teamed up with us to let us into their habitat here, but also are a sponsor of Birding on Bolivar. And so thank you to the Houston Audubon Society, not only for being a sponsor, but for everything they do down here. If you haven't seen our new website, please go check it out and look up Birding on Bolivar. We've built a brand new page, and in fact, we have the last show from last year at the bottom of the page, and we'll be staging each show we do, including this one, at the bottom of the page under 2026. We've got a list of our sponsors there for the Birding on Bolivar with a link to their website so you can get information on Beachy Beatnik Boutique, Priest Insurance, and the Houston Audubon. Once again, thank you to y'all. We also have information on free classes and a link to the Houston Audubon website where you can get more information not only for what they have going on here on Bolivar Peninsula, but what they have going on at all their areas, Houston included. And so they've got some great classes. Most of them are free from what I've seen. And so what better way to get out and learn about birds and the natural habitat that we have here in Southeast Texas and Houston than with the Houston Audubon. You know, we started this show some years back, and last year it really took off. And this year is going to be even better. And so we're going to start this next week here in High Island. We're going to cover one of the areas here, and then we'll go to the Rookery as the second week. And then the third week we'll go to another. And then we go down to the coastal marsh for about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. But when we end up back up here the first Monday in May, second Monday in May, we'll be back at the Rookery, and we're going to show you the differences between now and then, not only in the habitat, but also the birds that are there and the nesting. Some will have already nested, chicks be out and flying on their own. So we're excited about this year's Birding on Bolivar. We've allotted a lot of time for filming so that we can give you a look at each one of the areas and some of the highlights of it, and some of the birds that you can see. Remember, we do have a live webcam down at the Bolivar Flats. Just go to our website, or you can go to the Houston Audubon website and look up for the Bolivar Flats cam, and it is operational. So you can go in, there's about a 20-second delay, but you can go in and move the camera around and see the different areas that we have preset, or you can move it on your own. So I'm super excited. I love this time of year, being able to get out, film some of the beauty that Bolivar has and what the Houston Audubon has to offer here on Bolivar. We're going to head on out. Can't wait to show you the first show here at Boy Scout Woods. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. We'll see you next Monday For Birding on Bolivar, this year it's going to be Wyatt. Pete's going to fill in a little bit, but I can tell you, Winnie's not far behind, and her and I are going to do some special shows. So anyway, we're going to head on out. We'll see you next week where we kick off at Boy Scout Woods here in High Island. Until next time, y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.
A huge thank you to the amazing sponsors of the 2026 Birding on Bolivar series. Looking for fun coastal style on Bolivar Peninsula? Stop by Beachy Beatnik Boutique in Crystal Beach for unique clothing, gifts, and beach-inspired fashions you won't find anywhere else. Shop local, shop coastal, and discover your perfect beach vibe at Beachy Beatnik Boutique. Protect what matters most with Priest Insurance Agency, serving Bolivar Peninsula and the Texas coast. For home and windstorm to auto and flood coverage, their local team has you covered. Call Priest Insurance Agency today and get peace of mind from people who live and work right here. Discover the beauty of coastal wildlife with Houston Audubon on Bolivar Peninsula. From guided bird walks to habitat conservation, they're protecting the birds and places we love. Learn more, get involved, and experience nature up close with Houston Audubon today. Thank you for your support of Birding on Bolivar 2026. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor.